รายการต่อไปนี้เป็นรายการทั่วไปสามารถรับชมได้ทุกวัย
อมรินทร์ทีวี
ไทยเบเวอเรจจำกัดมหาชนสวัสดีค่ะคุณผู้ชมกลับมาพบกับรายการว้าวแหวนกันอีกแล้วนะคะกับเวลาดีๆ 16:20 นาทีทางช่องอมรินทร์ทีวี HD ช่อง 34 แบบนี้แล้ววันนี้แหวนก็จะพาคุณผู้ชมไปพบกับคาเฟ่เจ้าชายน้อยที่ได้รับแรงบันดาลใจจากวรรณกรรมเยาวชนที่ขายดีติดอันดับโลกใน L'Envol Art Gallery โดยคุณ Arnaud Nazare-Aga ศิลปินชาวฝรั่งเศสผู้สร้างสรรค์ประติมากรรมหลากหลายรูปแบบที่โดดเด่นด้วยการเพ้นท์และลวดลายที่มีเอกลักษณ์และได้จัดแสดงผลงานมาแล้วทั่วโลกรวมถึงประติมากรรมเจ้าชายน้อยและคุณอาโนนั้นก็เคยได้นำผลงานที่ได้รับแรงบันดาลใจจากเจ้าชายน้อยนี้ไปจัดแสดงที่ฮ่องกงเกาหลีใต้และสิงคโปร์มาแล้วก่อนที่จะมาที่เมืองไทยจะว้าวขนาดไหนตามแหวนไปกันเลยค่ะสวัสดีค่ะ
Bonjour, Monsieur
Bonjour,
Arnaud. Well, thank you so much for having us here. It's an honor, and I'm a big fan of Little Prince, by the way. So first of all, can you tell us about your background, and so the audience can get to know you better?
So I born in Paris, and when I was 14 years old, I moved to Morgandy, and because I wanted to follow a Buddhist master, a Tibetan Buddhist master, and so I quit my family and I stayed 14 years in a Buddhist monastery.
Wow!
Where I learned about the arts.
Why? I mean, like most of the people in France are Christian.
Yeah, right.
And why do you, convert to Buddhism at that time?
My mother was going to attend a session of teaching in a Buddhist temple in Burgundy, and so when she came back every day from the temple, I read the notes and I found that was very. It sounded very true for me. So I decided not to destroy my life and to do something good with my life. So I asked her to stay in this temple, and this is where actually I start to get connected with artists from Bhutan, from Tibet, and I start to make a temple. When I was 17, I was in charge to make the biggest Buddhist temple of West.
Wow!
Bhutanese style. Yes, still very, very impressive and very colorful. It's very, very colorful.
And the temple, you say that you were building it, so you were helping the monk and the
Well,
team?
actually, I was not really helping, and I was in charge. I mean, there is nobody. I was the manager of this, the project of sculptures for the pillar, for the ceiling.
Wow.
I was responsible of the decoration.
But you got the inspiration about these, colors,
Yeah.
how you play with colors
Yes.
from the temple.
Right.
How did you become involved with the Little Prince? I've heard a story about the family of the author tried to get in touch with you because they were so impressed with your work, things like that, right?
There is a foundation who has the name of the writer of The Little Prince, Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. The aim of the foundation is to help some program to help the disadvantaged children to have some better education. And they were focusing on children with visually impaired children, with a disability, the blind, yes. And they were wondering how to make the drawing of the Little Prince accessible for the visually impaired. The guy was general secretary of the foundation, but he was really looking for a sculptor that can make something easy to move from place to place for the visually impaired to have some experience of the drawing of the book. And so when he saw my sumo at the Pullman-G, I have a very big sumo standing on one leg like this. And when he see the big belly of the sumo, he got the feeling that, this artist can do the planet of the Little Prince. And he proposed to me to make the Little Prince project, for 2-3 sculptures for the blind. So I feel like, it's very risky for me as an artist to go on this very well-known figure. And the fourth reason why I don't want to do it is because I don't have a personal link with the writer. The link comes from my background, Buddhist background. Everything comes with the link. Then I went to Paris 3 weeks later and I met my father and I was explaining about the meeting I had. He said, no, you can do it. I'm sure you can realize this. I'm sure you can make something wonderful. And he said, Dad, I don't have the link. He said, yeah, you have a link actually because Saint-Exupéry, the writer of The Little Prince, come to my grandfather's apartment very regularly.
Oh,
so
because
they were friends.
Oh, they were friends.
And I didn't know that.
So the writer is a friend of your grandfather.
Yes, the link. You give me the link. Incredibly,
Yeah.
Unbelievable link.
I know. What a coincidence.
Yes, that was a coincidence.
And then, after that, after you started this project for the foundation, I mean, how did this gallery and the cafe started?
Okay, my studio is working with export mostly. I don't sell to Thai. We don't have much Thai collector actually for the moment. During the COVID, I have 20 people working with me at the studio, and then I feel like now we don't have any orders. We need to keep going. We need to do something. So let's come to Xuanplu to make a project of the gallery. Will be my showroom. I have an idea about how it should be. It should be the same as my house. I would like people to, when they come here, they enter in the artist house. So the idea was really to create a kind of atmosphere of surface, of material, of lightning also, that match with my sculptures. When I'm working with composite material, so I really want to have this kind of natural material mix, So
it's, a lot of details behind this.
Yes.
The Little Prince, when you open a gallery and a cafe, why do you bring the Little Prince as the name of your cafe?
Because actually the guy who found me 10 years ago in my studio asking me to do the sculptures for the blind, when he arrived here in last December, he saw the place, he said, oh my God, what have you done here? This is the Little Prince house. And he said, what do you mean? I mean, yes, maybe, yes, of course I have few sculptures of the Little Prince here. He said, no, the feeling is amazing, it's like the Little Prince house. Why don't you make the Little Prince Cafe? And so he called the director of the great nephew of the writer, who is the director of the license for the world. And he said, what Arnaud have done, it's amazing. It's really a cafe, which is really the Little Prince Cafe.
So you got all the rights from them?
Yes, he said, do you want him to put the Little Prince, to make the Little Prince Cafe in Bangkok for you? So yes, of course, can do it.
Wow.
And I will come to open it on 28th of January. And now we just opened another one, but it's in the museum, Little Prince Museum in Jeju Island.
Wow, it's done by you as well. Wow. พิพิธภัณฑ์ Little Prince เนี่ยที่เกาะเจจูเนี่ยใหญ่ 3,000 ตารางเมตรใหญ่มากโดยที่ชั้น2เนี่ยเป็นผลงานของเขาทั้งหมดเลยนะคะแล้วเขาก็บอกว่าคนเกาหลีเนี่ยแบบอินกับ The Little Prince มากแต่ที่เกาหลีนะคุณผู้ชมเอ็กซ์ตรีมมากคือตีพิมพ์มาแล้วกว่า500 ครั้งก็เลยคิดว่าน่าจะเป็นประเทศที่น่าจะมีการตีพิมพ์ซ้ำเนี่ยเยอะที่สุดในโลกแล้วนะคะ So in Jeju, and do you have plan to expand in the future?
Well, actually, yes, we have one project, a very important project in France, where we have the house of the Saint-Exupéry.
Wow!
To create the museum of Saint-Exupéry and the Little Prince. And when the great nephew of Saint-Exupéry came here to open the Little Prince Cafe,
you need to display it there. Wow!
I would like to have you in this museum.
Wow!
And it's a very important project that they discussed since 30 years. Because in France, we don't have museum of the Little Prince of Saint-Exupéry. We don't have.
France,
no.
really?
Yeah, that's amazing.
I just knew this. นี่เพิ่งงงมากเลยนะคะเพราะว่าถามว่านอกจากที่ไทยที่เกาหลีจริงๆแล้วเนี่ยงานของคุณอาโนเนี่ยก็มีดิสเพลย์ไปทั่วเลยสิงคโปร์ก็มีแล้วก็มีอีกหลายที่ทั่วโลกเลยนะคะแต่ว่าอีกหนึ่งโปรเจกต์ที่กำลังจะเกิดขึ้นเลยก็คือ The Little Prince Museum แห่งแรกที่ฝรั่งเศสนะคะซึ่งเป็นประเทศต้นกำเนิดของ The Little Prince เลยซึ่งก็เป็นบ้านเกิดของนักเขียนเรื่องนี้ด้วยนะคะ
อย่าเพิ่งเปลี่ยนช่องไปไหนนะคะคุณผู้ชมช่วงหน้าผลงานของคุณอาโนจะมีอะไรให้เราได้ว้าวกันอีกบ้างอดใจรออีกสักครู่เดียวค่ะ ครีมกันแดดมิสทีนฟิลน้ำนม SPF 50 บวกบางเบาสบายผิว Disney 100 Village at Asiatique ตั้งแต่วันนี้จนถึง 31 กรกฎาคม 2566สำหรับใครที่กำลังมองหาที่เที่ยวในวันหยุดนี้แหวนขอแนะนำที่ท่องเที่ยวปังๆย่านเจริญกรุงกับโครงการ Asiatique The Riverfront Destination ภายใต้เครือบริษัท Asset World Corp จำกัดมหาชนหรือ AWC ผู้พัฒนาอสังหาริมทรัพย์ของไทยที่มุ่งเน้นตอบสนองไลฟ์สไตล์แบบครบวงจรซึ่งได้จัดงานแสดงพิเศษ Disney 100 Village at Asiatique เนื่องในโอกาสการเฉลิมฉลอง 100 ปี The Walt Disney และ 10 ปีของโครงการ Asiatique The Riverfront Destination โดยทุกคนจะได้สัมผัสเรื่องราวเหนือการเวลากว่า 100 ปีจากทั้ง Disney Pixar Marvel และ Star Wars แอบบอกว่าโปรโมชั่นนั้นพิเศษสุดๆสำหรับผู้ถือบัตรชมภาพยนตร์จากค่ายหนัง Disney Marvel และ Pixar ของโรงภาพยนตร์ Major Cineplex และ SF Cinema สามารถซื้อบัตรเข้าชมงาน Disney 100 Village at Asiatique 1 ใบและรับฟรีไปเลยอีก 1 ใบทันทีซึ่งต้องเป็นบัตรประเภทใดก็ได้ที่มีมูลค่าเท่ากันโดย1 บัตรภาพยนตร์นั้นจะได้1 สิทธิ์แลกซื้อได้มาสัมผัสประสบการณ์ความสุขแสนพิเศษกันได้แล้วตั้งแต่วันนี้จนถึงวันที่ 31 กรกฎาคม 2566 หรือซื้อบัตรเข้าชมได้ที่เว็บไซต์ www.thaiticketmajor.com/disney100@asiatique งานดีๆแบบนี้ใครจะอดใจไหวบอกเลยว่าห้ามพลาดนะคะ
Now that talking about artwork, can you tell us about like the story and important pieces that is shown here in the gallery?
Yes, sure. The sumo is one of
And
my...
a hippo. Oh, this is so cute.
Yes.
Oh, I love
So this,
hippo.
so actually, all my sculptures you can see they have a round shape. So they have some kind of
Round.
Yes, round and welcome shape and very soft. And the fact that it's round with a lacquer, with the light touching the surface and making change the color. As soon as you turn it, you can see that the reflection of the light and the things around make it change. You know, that makes it alive.
And why is it all in round shape? Like the bear is round, the sumo is round,
Because it's...
even fish is round,
Yeah.
and the hippo
Right,
round.
because actually it's all angles are aggressive, and this one is very welcome, very warm, and also, you know, when you see with the lighting, you know, with no angle, you see that the reflection run on the surface like smooth, like a flow of water, you know, something like this.
So like, is it because of the shape? That's why you mostly do a sculpture of something round. Are there any inspiration behind, you know, these sculpture? I mean, like, are you into sumo in particular?
No.
Or?
Okay, in the real life, I mean the hippos, the bear, the whale, they are all dangerous animals. And sumo also is quite dangerous, you know. So, and I try to make them huggable. And this idea is how you turn danger or negative things into something positive, you know. How do you transform this, could say, aggressive, normal animal into something very friendly.
Oh, this is the logic behind it. And there are some more inside as well. Can you show us around?
Okay, we can go.
Okay. Oh, our king, this is so cool. Our king among the sumo and
Yes,
bears.
right, yes.
And like, what is the inspiration behind this one? He looks very cool, like very hip.
Right. So I work with an artist named is Chirsak Padisataya. He's a Thai artist.
Oh, Thai artist.
Yes, and we had this project 1 year after your beloved king passed away.
Oh.
And I wanted to make 7 different designs. And I make the first drawing, and he made the sculptures, and I made the painting. And the name of this one is Captain Thailand.
Captain Thailand.
Yes, it like Captain America is a superhero.
Yeah, it looks, the color kind of resemble Captain America.
Right, and then the way people see Romanine is like a superhero.
Yeah.
So that's why he got a very superpower eyes with the yes, you can see Thailand through the eyes, and the saxophone is like armor.
Yeah, it looks like that. Like he can go to war for Thailand.
Right,
I
yes,
mean, like the
and,
Captain America.
Right, and spread the sound of the saxophone or his voice all over the space of Thailand. Yes.
Oh my god, this is such a like beautiful story behind this
Yeah.
and it comes in 7 different
Yes,
designs
several different designs, and
Different
each of them they
colours.
have a story. Yes.
ก็สามารถไปดูได้นะคะที่เว็บไซต์ของเขาเพราะว่าตอนนี้เนี่ยเก็บอยู่ที่สตูดิโอเขาอยู่นะคะทั้ง 7 ชิ้นเลย The Little Prince which is also your work as well
Well, actually, it
Definitely.
was one of the first pieces that I've made, and
Wow for the Little Prince
yeah,
project
yes, it was really the first one, and I really feel like if I could make this one successful, I mean successful for me, I mean faithful to the book. If I really feel like, oh, this is a Little Prince, then I will continue. So it was really the beginning of the project. This piece.
Wow and is that the fox as well that one
Yes, this one is a pop-up version of the fox. Yes.
นี่นะคะถ้าใครได้อ่านหนังสือ The Little Prince เนี่ยก็คือว่าเจ้าชายน้อยเนี่ยก็จะได้เจอสุนัขจิ้งจอกตัวหนึ่งที่เขาบอกว่าจะให้เจ้าชายเทรนมันให้เชื่อง So apart from the fox are there any other characters
Yes. Here we have the. Actually, this is one of the main. This is one of the main sculptures of the place here.
Beautiful
The name of this place is L'Envol. L'Envol means it's a French word. It means taking flight. It means getting away from the comfort zone. But imagine that when the little prince was on his planet, he was very comfortable, and he take an opportunity, which is not a very strong opportunity. The opportunity is just few birds passing by the planet, and he grab them and he goes somewhere. He doesn't know exactly where he goes, but he go to discover the universe. And this is like after the COVID, we stay home. Most of us, we had a comfort zone at home because we get used to be home. No need to communicate with people face to face. But this is time after the COVID, as I open it, really when the country reopened on 1st of November, I really need to have a place where people re-interact, you know, they reconnect. And L'Envol is how you get out of your comfort zone and you take an opportunity, not a very strong opportunity, but just the opportunity that you feel that would be good for your future. And this is to meet the people. And so that's why the name of L'Envol.
โหชอบมากเลย it's all the metaphor it's like just amazing so there's no color because they can't see but you make it fluorescent
Yes,
because
and the room must be dark, black, with the fluorescent stars everywhere, not to hit the wall. And actually, you don't see the stand when it's all the room is dark and black. And then you feel like all the planets are floating in space.
Oh my
Yes.
God นี่ก็เป็นอีกหนึ่งผลงาน masterpiece ของคุณ Arnaud ที่ทำให้กับ The Little Prince Project นะคะ and there's also second floor too right
Yes, we can go now.
okay let's go have a look
ยังไม่หมดเพียงเท่านี้นะคะ ช่วงหน้าแวนจะพาคุณผู้ชมไปดูกันต่อว่า The Little Prince Cafe จะมีเมนูและเรื่องราวอะไรที่น่าสนใจอีกบ้างอดใจรออีกสักครู่เดียวค่ะ Better Living Better Life บริการผ้าม่านสั่งตัดพัสยา Curtain Center
นี่ตอนนี้เราก็อยู่ที่ชั้น2นะคะของ The Little Prince Cafe แล้วใหญ่มากเลยแล้วก็คือสวยมากคือเหมือนเรากำลังนั่งทานคาเฟ่นะคะใน Art Gallery so we are on the second floor right now surrounded by artwork related to the Little Prince it's beautiful up here so can you tell us a little bit about the sculpture display here before we talk about the food I mean the dessert in front of us
Here is most of the, I mean, all the sculptures you can see here, they are from the Little Prince art collection. It's about 17 sculptures that I make according to the book.
So from the very beginning for
Yes.
the foundation
Right, yes.
Ah.
So-
oh, these one come in colors though.
Yes, they come in colors because actually they asked me to make it white, but you know, did you notice I love colors?
Exactly.
So I couldn't stop myself from putting color, you know. So I started to put colors and the foundation
it's a
said,
bright
"Oh, we
one."
wanted white. Why you put colors?" I said,
I can't help myself.
Yeah, it's my nature, you know. I can't.
That's right.
I said, "Okay, let's make it white. One collection in white for you, and for the visually impaired, and one colorful because I need to make it colorful."
Yeah, it's your identity
Right.
after all.
So actually, I try to stick to the book. I mean, of course, I am
the
inspired by the
color.
books. So the colors come from this. You know, if you see The concertina man is yellow, so I make it yellow. This is a drawing
so
card.
it's
So
like-
the sculptures you can see here,
Oh, you could turn
you know,
it
it's
too.
inspired by that drawing, you know.
This
So
one.
you
Oh
see
my
the small
God.
green line here.
Yeah.
So the inspiration for the
the color
colors,
of this
yes.
one. So it's like according to the book because the
Yeah.
author also do the drawing himself as well.
Absolutely. You make all the drawing and you can see all around original drawing. Of course, it's not original paper.
But how many different languages has it been translated?
Actually, right now, nowadays, we have 535 languages and dialects.
Is it the most translated book in the world?
Yes, actually, the non-religious book, yes.
Oh my god!
So this one was not in the project of the Swiss sponsor,
Oh, wow.
but this one is a Sukhothai. It was made by Thammasat Museum.
Yeah.
So they use the original drawing and they put the dialects of Sukhothai and Thai here.
นี่นะคะต้องบอกเลยว่าเป็นอะไรที่ Amazing มากเลยเพราะว่าหนังสือเรื่องเจ้าชายน้อยหรือ The Little Prince เนี่ยเป็นหนังสือที่มีการแปลมากที่สุดในโลกรองจากหนังสือไบเบิลเลยก็ว่าได้หรือพระไตรปิฎกคือหนังสือทางศาสนาต่างๆเนี่ยแต่ว่าอันนี้นี่เป็นหนังสือแบบหนังสือที่เราอ่านเพื่อความเพลิดเพลินของเราเนี่ยที่ได้รับการแปลเยอะที่สุดในโลกนะคะถึง 535 ภาษาและภาษาถิ่นเลยทีเดียว
No, it's Lana.
โอล้านนา yes ภาษาล้านนาคุณผู้ชมเจ้าชายน้อยเวอร์ชั่นภาษาล้านนา
So here you have the rose latte, and so we draw the rose with a powder of rose on top and the dry
it's
roses.
rose powder that's why it's so aromatic
Yes, right.
นี่เป็นแบบว่าที่เราเห็นนะคะภาพบนขนมต่างๆเนี่ยก็คือเป็นภาพมาจากในหนังสือหมดเลยที่นักเขียนวาดขึ้นนะคะและอย่างอันนี้เนี่ยหอมมากคือเป็นแบบเขาใช้ผงกุหลาบโรยด้านหน้าคือแบบหอมแบบกลิ่นมันอโรมามันได้มากเลยนะครับและในร้านนะคะก็คือแต่งด้วยกุหลาบหมดเลยซึ่งกุหลาบนี่ก็เป็นอีกหนึ่งตัวละครสำคัญของ The Little Prince ครับคือทุกอย่างนะองค์ประกอบทุกอย่างนี่คือออกมาจากในหนังสือหมดเลยค่ะ
So we have the coffee is local, huh? Local coffee.
A
huh?
local
We have
coffee.
yes, it's 100% local coffee. Here we have the local chocolate from Cat Cocoa.
อ๋อกัดคาคา
Yes.
very
And,
organic
yes,
too
right. And this one is a matcha latte. And we have always the figure of the,
of
the
the
drawing
Little
of the little
Prince.
prince on top. Here we have the almond rose, so it's linked to the
the
rose.
rose as well
And here we have the stars and the planet, like you have on the ceiling, hanging here in paper mache, hanging in the ceiling. And you can find them everywhere in the book. There is always the stars around, you know, like this, you know, like.
Oh, that's right.
And
Oh
this
my
is
God.
exactly.
เหมือนหนังสือมีชีวิตจริงๆให้เราสัมผัสจับต้องได้ like really like the Little Prince come to life
Completely, yes.
and the ingredients from here from France
Yes, the cream is from France. Here, the butter from France as well.
วัตถุดิบจากฝรั่งเศสมาเลยด้วย
We
นะคะ
yes, we try to make. It's all homemade. All the things we.
By your
offer.
son?
Yes, my son is.
Head chef, pastry
he's a
chef
head
here.
chef.
So lastly, can you please say a few words to the audience about this place for anyone who is interested of coming here?
So here I created a place where people are all welcome to experiment what is inside myself. But everything you will see and experiment, I mean, in the food or drinks, this is things I like. And this is, I really welcome people to come and they can make picture. Of course, they have to put the credit because this is really my pace and also to mention that this is an artist production. So you're all welcome to come here.
So thank you so much once again. I
Thank you
definitely
very
have to
much for
come
coming.
visit very very soon. Thank you ขอบคุณนะคะ
ขอบคุณมากครับ
แล้ววันนี้ก็หมดเวลาของรายการว้าวแหวนแล้วนะคะกลับมาพบกันใหม่ได้ทุกวันพฤหัสบดีเวลา 16:20 น.ทางช่องอมรินทร์ทีวี HD ช่อง 34สำหรับวันนี้แหวนและคุณอาโนต้องขอลาคุณผู้ชมไปก่อนนะคะ สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ
Amarin Tiwi.